YouTube, how's it going? Welcome back to Bananas Epic Gaming, and today, a part of the 31 Days of Halloween. Since Scream 5, aka Scream 2022's trailer, is supposed to drop any day now, and Scream 5, aka 2022 Scream, is coming out in a couple months, I thought it would be fitting if we rank the characters from the movie and the TV show. So season 1, 2, and 3 of the TV show and the movies 1 through 4 will be ranked. Obviously, I can't rank the new people on Scream 5, but if you know me, you know I'm looking forward to Melissa Barrera. I'm looking forward to Jenna Ortega and Dylan Minnette. But let's get to the rankings, shall we? First up, we got a fan favorite, and that is Kirby. Now, this might cause a little bit of controversy, but Kirby is not the standard, but she's high in my book. And that's only because the Kirby fans can't take it that she is dead. She's not going to be in Scream 5. The actress quietly retired, kind of taking time off after Nashville. If she comes back, great. If not, she did a really good job in Scream 4, and I was upset when she got stabbed, aka died. Up next, we got Robbie. Now, I enjoyed Robbie. I thought he was a nice little addition to the cast for Scream 4. Actor is pretty good, and he had a funny one-liner going out when he died. Eli, I wasn't a fan of Eli in Scream Season 2. And when he eventually dies, I wasn't hurt. I knew it was coming. Jill Roberts. Emma did a tremendous job in Scream 4. And when she was revealed to be the killer, I was shocked, but not really. Because when she was under the bed during that one scene, you knew that something was up. Up next, we got Stavo from Season 2 of Scream. Stavo, I like Stavo. He wasn't my favorite coming into Season 2 because he tried to get in between Brooke and Jake. But as the season progressed, I grew to like him. Now, arguably one of the best killers in Scream, Billy Loomis. Billy, if this whole franchise didn't happen, it would not have happened without him. Billy Loomis is the key to Scream because he was the first killer. He wanted revenge because Sydney's mom was sleeping with Billy's dad, and that's why Billy's mom walked out on him. And that was his motive to kill him. Up next, a character that I despise, and that is Avery. Avery from Scream Season 3, just an awful character. Go watch it and you will know why. Aubrey from Scream Season 1 and 2. I liked Aubrey. I thought she was a good character, but she was kind of rude. I don't want to call her anything else, because the actress is one of the nicest people out there. But that character, eh. Now, if you know me, you know I love this character. Absolutely love her. I adore her. And that is Carson Young's Brooke from Season 1 and 2. MTV, please, please give us a Scream Season 3 with them. Give them 9 episodes to wrap out their story, because they deserve it. Haley, I went from a character that I love to one that I do not like at all. She's just an awful character. Will, from Season 1, I enjoyed Will. I wasn't the biggest fan of him in the first couple episodes, but I grew to like him. Trevor. He was supposed to be the new Billy Loomis, but he ended up just being Joe's reason to kill. One of Joe's reasons to kill. Joe wanted fame, and she wanted to make Trevor pay for cheating on her. Hawkins, not can't say anything bad about him. He didn't get that much screen time from what I can remember. Season 3, I only watched a couple times. Jake. Jake is one of the best characters in Scream, the TV series, and his death scene was nasty and it was upsetting. Jamal, I don't hate this character, but he is one of the killers in Scream Season 3, and his reason is because his stepbrother, his stepbrother lied about who he really was on the inside, because his stepbrother had a twin, and he knew that twin, and he took the twin that he knew. Yeah, it's confusing. But Tyga did a decent job in this role, and I wasn't upset that he died. Now, the person that Scream Season 1 and 2 revolves around and is Emma. Love the actress, thought she did a tremendous job in this role. And like I said, please give them a Season 3 and let them finish their story. Liv from Season 3. I'm 50-50 on Liv. She is annoying, but she is a good character in my mind. And I am not that upset that we're not going to see that character again. Manny. Up next is Manny. Manny's a meh character. I felt like he was just there for the body count. I wasn't that upset that he died. His death scene, we didn't see him die, but we were told that he died, from what I can remember. Up next is another god tier, and that is Randy. Randy is one of the best characters in Scream, hands down, no questions asked. CC Cooper. I love Sarah Michelle Gellar in this role. I love Sarah Michelle Gellar. Daphne. She is as beautiful today as she was back then. Amir. I liked Amir. I liked his character and his development, and his death scene in Season 3 was brutal. Sydney's publicist. I can't remember her name for the life of me. She's the definition of somebody that was there for just a body count. Her death scene, she got stabbed in the stomach, it looked like, and she got thrown off of the parking garage. I'm trying to. I think it's Rebecca. Is it Rebecca? I want to say it's Rebecca. I'm gonna call it. Yeah, I'm calling it. Her name is Rebecca. Yeah, it is. Fake Dewey Riley from Scream 3. I liked him in this role. Tom is his name. But he didn't give us enough time to care about him. Derek. Derek from Scream 2. He is the perfect person for Sydney in my mind, and it sucks that he died the way he did. Principal Henry. Now, when you have a statue devoted to you 20 years after your death, that is just showing the impact that you made. And come on, it's Fozzie, the Fonz, Henry Winkler. I think this is Haas. I wasn't a fan of this character. Just another character for the body count. Kenny. Kenny is a good character from Scream 1. He used his last moments to show Sydney there was a door. There was like a little escape hatch in the event. Joe Roberts. Wasn't a fan of Joe. She was literally just there to be added to the body count. Mickey. Mickey is one of the better killers in the Scream franchise. I think Scream's like only had a couple of bad killers in my mind. In my mind, that I didn't enjoy. Roman. Roman, he's good. Roman, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this movie, it's like 20 years old. What are you doing? He's Sidney's half brother, and he plotted this whole thing to get revenge on Sidney. So everything that happened, it happened because of him. Because Sidney's mom didn't want him. Deputy Dewey. Dewey, if he's the one that dies in Scream 5, because you know one of them have to die, I'm going to be upset. I'd rather it be Gil than Dewey. Have Gil die. Bring Dewey back. Let Dewey be a cop for the remainder of the Scream universe. Cotton Worry's lady, Christine. Wasn't a fan of her. She was just there to be a part of the body count. Is it Will? I think it's Will, right? No. Kieran. Kieran was the second killer in Scream Season 1, and he was the only killer in Scream Season 2. I hated that guy. I knew there was something fishy about him when I saw him for the first time on camera. And I was right. Jenna McCarthy, who gets killed second in Scream 3 on the stab list. She was brought in to be a big name. She was a big person back then. She was popular, and they killed her off by her getting backhand to a glass door and stabbed. So I wasn't really that upset that she died because we didn't get to know her. Deputy Judy. Now, Deputy Judy, I'm going to put her at okay for now. She was a little bit creepy in Scream 4. But she is the mother of Dylan Minette's character. So that's a good thing. Maybe she can redeem herself. Olivia Morris. Olivia. She was one person that I was upset with dying in Scream 4. And it sucks that she died the way she did. Because she got gutted. That one was a brutal death scene. Piper. I hate Piper. I hate Piper. Not my favorite person at all. Riley. Her death scene was sad in Scream Season 1. I was physically upset when she died. One of the best characters, and they killed her off the way she did. She should have died like maybe Season 2 in my mind. Charlie. A Walmart version of Billy Loomis. He was okay. He knew stuff about horror, but not my favorite character. Hang on, is there somebody missing? Yeah, I think there is. No, there's not. Okay. Cotton Worry. Cotton Worry is one of the better characters from Scream 2. He was in Scream 1 for like a cup of coffee. And then he was the opening victim in Scream 3. Because he wouldn't give up where Sidney was. And that's a loyal person right there. Gail. Sorry, Gail. You're the standard, but you're not high. I like Gail, but I don't like Gail. If that makes sense. Gail Riley is a decent character. In my mind. But if rumors are true, her and Dewey are. I think they're gonna be divorced. 'Cause I've been hearing people saying they're gonna be divorced in this one. They're gonna not be together anymore. They're gonna have kids. They're gonna be married. One of them is gonna be cheating on the other one, etc., etc., etc. Up next is Beth. She was a good character up until her killer reveal. Worst person to make a killer in the series, in my mind. Dion. I'm going to put him right here. He was an okay lead character, but he wasn't my favorite person. I thought it should have been maybe you had Tyler Posey in there. You could have made him a lead. You had Keke Palmer. You had the person to play Liv, because he will always be the Blue Power Ranger from the remake for me. Noah. Noah's up there with Randy. Noah is the Randy of the TV series, and I love Noah in this role. Angelina Tyler, meh. And did you know that Angelina Tyler was supposed to be the second killer in Scream 3? I bet you didn't. Perkins, the other cop from Scream 2, he had a good one-liner, and it's Anthony Anderson, man. Good person. Drew Barrymore, she is the first kill that we see on, well, one of the first kills that we see on camera. She's actually the second kill we see on camera. She was going to be Sydney. She was going to be the main role, but she said she wanted to be Casey Becker, the first victim. And that is what brought the get a big name for the opening kill, was because of her. David Stone, didn't like David Stone. I thought he was only there to add to the body count, and I was right. Tyson, I like Tyson. One of my favorite characters from Scream 3. Sucks he died the way he did, but he went out like a champ. Kind of. Detective Kincaid. Patrick Dempsey in this, man. I liked him. He, sorry, my allergies. He did a good job for this role, and we may see him again. The director from Scream 3, the person that is Roman's father, I believe. Meh. Wasn't really a fan of this guy. And Milton. And I wasn't upset when he died. Maggie. Maggie's from Scream season 1 and 2. She's an okay character. She's involved, kind of. Maybe if they do let them finish their story, we can find out what happened with her and Brandon James. Phil Stevens. Omar Epps. He was the first person to die in Scream 2. And I'm very cautious when I use the bathroom in the movie theater. Joel. Rumors are that he's supposed to be back. If he can be back and be as good as he was in Scream 2, he will go up. Hallie, Sid's roommate. I liked her, but then she was never really given enough time for character development in my mind. Mrs. Loomis, hated her. Stu Marker. I'm gonna put it at not the standard, but high. These Stu fans, man. Dude was bleeding out, dying from bleeding, and got an old school TV dropped on his head. Dude is deader than dead. He's not gonna come back. I know he was supposed to come back as Scream 3, but that's before that thing happened. I'm not gonna talk about that thing because it still saddens me to this day. Tatum. I like Tatum. If I can have a best friend like Tatum, oh, life would be so good. Even though I do have a best friend like Tatum. Maureen Evans. I'm 50-50 on her too, because she was one of the opening kills. We didn't really get to know her. This is Trevor. So who's the other guy? Hang on. Trevor. You know how I feel about Trevor. I like Trevor. But why do they have him on here twice? Okay. Yeah, because that's him. Okay. Jennifer, good character. Uh, was up Gail's butt the entire time she was on Scream 3. And her death made me question because she said she was just the killer and stabbed her, and she got stabbed, and she fell through the glass. Kim. Kim from Scream Season 3. I don't know how I feel about her. Keke Palmer, I thought, did a good job for this role. Give me 1 second. My thing's messing up. When they said Keke Palmer was going to be in Scream Season 3, I'm like, oh, great. This is going to not be good because I looked at some of the cast and I didn't really know the cast. I was questioning some of their choices. I was like, why? The only person that I knew, people that I knew going into Scream Season 3 were the cop that played Deucalion in Teen Wolf, Scott McCall, aka Tyler Posey, and the guy that played Dion, and Candyman from the movies. Because he plays the Hook Man in this. Oh, great. Hang on, give me 1 second, you guys. Other than that, I knew Keke Palmer from her Disney days. I thought she was going to be a miscast, but I was wrong. She did a good job. And she was funny, too. So I'm going to put her at high, but not the standard. Zoe from Season 2. I liked her, but she wasn't real. She was brought in to take Riley's place. And I'm sorry, but I'd rather have Riley than her. And we're down to the last two. Shane, the druggie, aka Tyler Posey, the true alpha. I liked him. This is my personal preference because I know the actor can do a tremendous job if given the right role. And Tyler Posey, I thought that he did a good job being Shane. And last but not least, the Queen, Sydney. God tier. Sydney Prescott. If this Scream 4 was her last movie being the main target, I thought she did a great job. Because rumors are the new main target is going to be Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera. And Sydney comes back because somebody close to her dies. And Melissa Barrera comes back because her sister was attacked. If those are true, that's a good way to pass the torch without killing Sydney off. Don't do what Halloween Resurrection did. And that is my ranking. And yeah, this is Trevor, so rather. That's my ranking, so please let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Please be sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.